Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Hargrave Baseball here from Fuller Field as the Ospreys of Smith Mountain Lake Christian Academy head into town to take on your Hargrave Tigers. While the Tigers get loose, we'll go through the batting order. First for the Ospreys: Richards, Columba, Heaton, Smith, Nichols, Peavy, Wagner, Phillips, and Geese. For the Tigers in the field, left to right, you've got Devere, Rader, and Duff. Third to first, Adams, Allen, Friedberg, White. Senior captain Burke Beals behind the plate, and on the mound for his first career start, number 1, Teddy Hoffman, the 8th grader from Florida, putting together an awesome first season here at the varsity level for the Tigers, and he's earned the right to toe the rubber for Coach Frank Thomas's squad. Looks like the teams are loose and we are ready to go. Number 33, Richards, the Osprey third baseman, stepping in to get things going. Hoffman from the stretch. First pitch misses for a ball. Hoffman gets a sign and sets. He comes to the plate, and that one going to miss out.
You got it, big stuff.
So quickly 2-0 here to the Osprey leadoff hitter.
There you go.
And that one just missing. Thought he might have caught the corner there. 3-0 count. This is the third game of the week from Fuller Field for the Tigers. They split the first two, so here in the rubber match of the week, so to speak, looking to come out on top as that breaking ball misses.
Hey, roll on it, Teddy. You got it, kid.
That'll bring up number 21, center fielder Columba. Steps in, no batting gloves. That's an old school move right there. I can appreciate a guy that doesn't use gloves, and he's swinging at the first pitch as Beals throws it down, and he is going to get the runner at second. So not a strike him out, throw him out, but looked like the hit and run was on, and Richards was hosed down at second. Beals up firing with a great play there, and quickly there is one out here in the top of the first. Hoffman sets and delivers, wasting no time from sign to plate as that one skips in to even the count at 1 apiece. We've had an outstanding weather week here in Chatham, and it's about high 60s here, slight breeze as Hoffman in there finding the corner for a called strike. Couldn't have asked for a better week. The Tigers on Monday defeating Eastern Mennonite 13-3. Got out to a hot start, 10-run first as that one grounded to second, and it'll get through the legs of Friedberg into right as Columba rounds first, and he will be in there safely. So 2 base runners already for the Ospreys.
All right, guys, one down. CC, be on your toes. One down.
First pitch of the at-bat in there for a called strike to number 4, Heaton. Heaton will be out and right for the Ospreys. Columba takes a lead off first. Hoffman checks him and comes to the plate, and that one just missing. Good spot there for Hoffman. Heaton not biting on it though. 1-1 the count here. Columba on first, White holding him on. As that breaking pitch going to miss upstairs. 2-1. The Tigers on Tuesday faced North Cross, one of the top teams in the state, And Northcross had the lumber going as Hoffman finds the corner. 2-2 the count, one down here in the top of the first. Columba on first. Takes his lead off, and that 2-2 offering misses, and he's off running. Beals throws it down, unable to connect on the play as Columba into second sliding.
You're good.
Full count, first base now open. Heaton chokes up on the bat. Hoffman delivers in there for a called strike 3. Two down here in the top of the first. Columba off second. And that is a big cut there by the Osprey left fielder, number 18, Smith. And Hoffman quickly ahead, 0-1. And that second pitch foul tipped into the mid of Beals. So 2 strikes here, 0-2 the count, 2 down as Hoffman looks to get out of the inning, stranding the runner on second. He likes the call from Beals. And the breaking pitch is going to hit Smith. And that's a tough break there. They were a strike away from ending the inning. And unfortunate there for the Tigers. So 2 on, 2 out. As that first pitch skips in to number 2, Nichols. Nichols, the Smith Mountain Lake second baseman. As the 1-0 misses away. 2-0 count here. Hoffman sets and fires. That one going to miss upstairs. 3-0 the count here. Hoffman takes a deep breath as the runners take their lead. The 3-0 in there for a called strike. As Hoffman looking to battle back here for the Tigers.
Right here, Teddy. There you go.
And that one going to be swung on and hit into left field. And it is going to drop in fair in deep left field as Columba comes around to score and Smith slides into home from second. And the Ospreys tack on 2 there with the Nichols double. And that is how the scoring will get underway.
Hey, nothing you can do, kid.
2 down here as first baseman Peavy stepping in. And he's going to foul that first pitch back over the backstop to get this at-bat going.
Let's play.
0-1 here. Nichols leads off second. And that one going to miss up and in to even the count at 1-1. Hoffman gets a sign, sets, and delivers in there for a strike. 1-2 the count here, 2 down.
Big stuff, shut it down.
Smith Mountain Lake able to make things happen with 2 down as Hoffman looking to get out of the inning here. And the 8th grader does it with a swinging strikeout. So after the Ospreys plate 2 here in the top of the first, Peavy goes down swinging, and the Tigers will have the top of the order due up as we head to the bottom of the first. As the Ospreys get loose in the field, we'll run down the Tiger lineup here. Hoffman, Allen, Friedberg do up this inning. Adams, Beals, Devere, Duff, Rader, and White round out the batting order for your Tigers. For the Ospreys out in the field from left to right, we've got Smith, Columba, Heaton, and from third to first you're looking at Richards, Wagner, Nichols, Peavy, Phillips behind the plate, and number 10, Roberson, toes the rubber for Smith Mountain Lake as Hoffman steps in, the Hargrave pitcher looking to help himself out here at the dish. Hoffman is a no-fear leadoff hitter, looking to be aggressive early in at-bats as he'll take that first pitch in there for a called strike.
Now you see it, Teddy.
Hole in one, Roberson gets the sign from Phillips. Hoffman squares the bunt and he lays one down. It bounces right back to the pitcher as Hoffman tries to leg it out, but that'll be a 3-1 putout. And quickly that's one down for the Tigers as junior shortstop Aiden Allen steps in. Allen, strong pitching performance on Monday afternoon as he shut down the Flames of Eastern Mennonite. He'll step in and look to get things going for the Tigers. Roberson's first offering misses low and away. The Tigers have a young core, but Allen, being a junior, one of the key leaders on this squad. As he takes that pitch out low and away. Allen in his first year at Hargrave, making great strides here in Chatham. He steps in determined and ready. Roberson with the windup and the pitch. Good cut there by Allen. We'll make it 2-1
Head in it. Head in it.
early on as the shadows start to come in from right field, slowly engulfing the Fuller Field infield. The 2-1 misses, 3-1. Hargrave looking to get things going here at the plate. Allen squares the bunt, and that pitch will miss low and away and skip to the backstop. So Allen able to draw the one-out walk, and that'll have a base runner on the base pass now for the Tigers' second baseman, number 44, Dean Friedberg. Friedberg, like Hoffman, an 8th grader. Young man steps in, part of Hargrave's young core. Roberson from the stretch. That one's going to be grounded to third, and they will get the tag of Allen at second. That was a bang-bang play. Thought he might have slid under the tag there, but nonetheless, 2 down now for the Tigers as Adams, Roger Adams, the third baseman for the Tigers, comes in the cleanup spot. Friedberg takes his lead off first. Peavy holds him on as Adams swinging at the first pitch, and that's how this will get underway. And despite the walk that was issued to Allen, Roberson been around the plate a lot here in this first inning as he looks to get the shutdown inning after the Ospreys plated 2 in the top of the first. Really some nice 2-out hitting there for the Ospreys back in the first, as the Tigers were 1 strike away from getting out of the inning unscathed. Roberson dealing there as that one is going to be grounded down the third base line and trickle foul.
Get a fight in there, kid. Keep fighting.
So Adams now down 1-2 in the count here as he hustles back. Friedberg on first. The payoff pitch on the way, and that one's going to be grounded to third. As Friedberg going to be out at second base on the force. And that is how the first inning will end. The Tigers strand 1. We head to the top of the second. Smith Mountain Lake Christian Academy 2, Hargrave 0. There we go, top 2, stepping in to lead things off for the Ospreys, number 11, the shortstop, Wagner. Hoffman again dealing from the stretch. First pitch in there, and that's going to be swung on and fisted to Friedberg at second, and he's unable to field it cleanly. Tough hop there for the Tigers' second baseman. And for the second straight inning, the Ospreys get their leadoff hitter on. Interesting to see what Smith Mountain Lake Christian Academy will do here. They were off running after they got their leadoff hitter on, as Richards was thrown out trying to steal back in the first. Hoffman checks the runner and comes to the plate. That one going to miss low to the catcher, number 7, Phillips. Phillips with a pretty sweet arm sleeve there with the stitching of a baseball. And that one going to miss down. So after the leadoff runner gets on, Hoffman, 2 quick balls almost in the same spot. You know, those are great payoff pitches if you've got an 0-2 count. That one in there for a strike as Beals throws it down to first. Quick throw there, almost caught Wagner sleeping over there as Wagner took a sizable lead. Still a hitter's count for Phillips as Hoffman comes back, evens it up at 2-2.
You got it, Teddy.
Hoffman sets and delivers. In there for a called strike. So Hoffman picks up his 3rd strikeout here so far in the early going.
Let's go, Brian.
And that'll be a swinging strike there to the designated hitter for Smith Mountain Lake Christian, number 14, Geese. Wagner off with the pitch, and he will slide into second with the steal. And that one will be swung on and missed there. So 1-2 the count. One down here in the top of the first. one on with the top of the order on deck for the Ospreys. As the 1-2 misses there by Hoffman to even up the count at 2-2. Hoffman looking for back-to-back punch-outs here. And that one just misses outside, so full count here. Wagner very aggressive out there on the base paths. As the 3-2 finds the corner for a called strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs there for the Tiger pitcher. 4 strikeouts on the afternoon. As the third baseman Richard steps in for his second at bat. Runner on second here, 2 down in the top of the second. First pitch swinging, and that's going to be in there for a strike. As the Tiger catcher Beals calls timeout. Quick conference on the mound with Hoffman. Might be trying to get the signs right, something. You know, Hoffman, again, through a little bit of adversity in the first inning, he is really battled today. It's a great sign for the young prospect out of Boca Raton, Florida. A tremendous 3-sport athlete here for the Tigers.
One strike. You got this, Ash. You got it right here.
He checks Wagner at first. He sets and deals in there for a called strike. So quickly ahead, 0-2 of the Osprey third baseman. 1 strike away from striking out the side here in the second inning. And good spot to miss there. 1-2 the count.
Let's go.
Richards, who had a busy bottom half of the first in the field, couple ground balls hit his way. Looks to keep things going here for the Ospreys, and that one's going to be popped up into the air, and it'll be right at Adams, as it looked like they didn't even call it off. But either way, Adams comes up with the catch. A little added degree of difficulty there as Hoffman gave chase. But nonetheless, that's how the top half of the second ends up. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Tigers as we head to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second here, Beals, Devere, Duff due up for the Tigers as the senior catcher steps in here. He had the lone Tiger hit on Tuesday afternoon against Northcross.
Come on, Bert.
Looking to keep things going here as Roberson toes the rubber here from the windup. And in there for a called strike, and that is how the bottom of the second gets underway for the home team.
If I'm like, alright, let's go, Beals. Big shot here, kid.
Second pitch in there for a called strike, so Roberson quickly ahead. 0-2 against Beals here.
All right, kid, protect yourself.
Beals, again, an old school dude, no batting gloves. A little bit of tape on his wrist here. Is the 0-2 going to be dribbled to the third baseman? And Beals with the wheels. And the throw is dropped by Peavy as Beals with a great hustle gets in there safely. And the Tigers have their leadoff runner on here in the bottom of the second.
All right, Devere, you got this, kid. Have fun. They're gonna be strike.
Roberson checks Beals at first as number 33, Nick Devere, takes ball one, the Tiger left fielder hailing from Canton, Connecticut. First year here on the team. Devere, an outstanding swimmer, trying out his wheels out in left field for Coach Frank Thomas. And the 1-0 bounces off the backstop there as Beals, great awareness there. He's able to take second with the head first slide there. So a duck on the pond for Devere. 2-0 count. Beals takes his lead off second. Roberson looking for the sign from Phillips. Wagner playing some games there as Roberson steps off the rubber. Everyone loves the game of cat and mouse when there's runners on base. Beals again undeterred, takes a strong lead there as Devere, good cut there on the 2-0 offering, and it is 2-1, still a hitter's count for number 33.
Yeah, they get in trouble if they talk to them.
Hey, let's go, Devere. Come on, kid.
The 2-0 misses away, so 3-1 the count. Devere can have patience, be selective here. First base is open. The Tigers could really get the wheels in motion with 2 on, no out here.
You got it, kid.
Wagner again holding Beals on there at second. And Beals into third as the bunt attempt was not pulled back by Devere. But the Tigers now 90 feet away from plating their first run as Devere steps in with a full count here.
Let's go. Go to Devere. Let's go 33.
Payoff pitch on the way. And that one's going to miss upstairs. So Devere earns the walk, and the Tigers quickly with runners on the corners. No one out here in the bottom of the second. Sophomore right fielder Nathaniel Duff steps in.
Tough, Duff. Step out of the box.
Devere, get ready.
There you go.
Hey, Duff, swing a strike.
Roberson going to step in from the stretch with runners on the corners. Devere takes his lead off first. And Duff up there swinging at the first pitch.
Hey, don't help him, baby.
And got time called. Coach Thomas over there coaching up his right fielder, maybe playing a little situational baseball, runners on the corners, no one out. Look to try to find a way to advance Devere to second. Again, the top of the order is looming for the Tigers as Duff, the number 7 hitter, looking to keep this thing rolling here. 0-1 the count. First and third holding the Tiger runners on as Duff squares the bunt, and he goes around there.
You gotta pull it back in. That's all right. That's all right.
So a couple
Hey,
of
you're good.
tough bunt attempts there for the Tigers. Now 0-2 the count to
Hit it
Duff.
hard, baby. Hit it hard.
Got to protect the plate here. First and third. Roberson sets and comes from the stretch as that one's going to be swung on and missed. as Devere able to take second.
All right, Raider, what you got?
Hey, what do you make your runner, kid?
So it got the job done. You know, again, in a sacrifice situation, you're probably banking on one out anyways. So an unorthodox sacrifice situation as the Tigers center fielder, Logan Raider, steps in.
See it, Logan.
As that pitch going to skip past the catcher. Ball one there at Smith Mountain Lake Christian Academy. Been very fortunate with the bounces off the backstop here at Fuller Field on a couple pass balls. Beal's been aggressive so far. That's how he's made it to third after he dug out an infield single. Second and third here, bottom two, 1-0 to Raider on the way, and he'll take that one to even the count at a ball and a strike. Big swing there by Raider, 1-2 the count now.
Hey, shorten it up, tighten it up right here.
Osprey second baseman Nichols over there playing some mind games with Devere. Beals not being held on at third. As that one misses up and in to even the count at 2-2.
Good job, Logan.
Raider had a couple of nice fielding plays on Tuesday's game against North Cross. And the 2-2 misses low and away as it skirts past Phillips. That might have been the one that Beals could have gone on. It was a slow roller back to the backstop. But nonetheless, we've got a full count here. 1 down, 2 on for the Tigers as they look to break through and cut into this 2-run deficit. And that one gonna miss, so the Tigers able to load up the bases here as the Tiger first baseman Aiden White steps in. It looks like we'll have a conference at the mound here. 1 down, bases loaded. The Tigers looking to make something happen here. Top of the order due up with Tiger pitcher Teddy Hoffman on deck. He might have a great opportunity to help himself. We'll see what happens in this at-bat here. And some strong at-bats for the Tigers so far in the second. Able to draw some walks. Beals again with great hustle. Just taking advantage, you know, when you get to this level of baseball, it's the little things that matter, even all the way up to the major leagues. You know, minor mistake could make a major difference. So we'll see White step in now, the Tiger first baseman, sophomore, second year in the program here in a big spot. As he'll pull the bunt attempt back there.
Good job, Aiden.
Little small ball action there by Coach Thomas. Again, he's got great speed at third with Beals. You know, depending on the placement of the bunt, you're looking at a run here. And White swinging at that one, and he's going to turn on it and hit it into the pond out there down the third base line.
Wait on it. Stay back.
White way early on that one. We'll see if he can gauge the timing here as the count's evened at 1-1.
Good chop. Good chop.
Again, Beals now being held on at third. Big hole there between short and third for White as that one gonna miss. And Beals off and running, and he's gonna slide in safely as Devere advances to third on the play, and the Tigers are on the board.
Let's go, Beals.
2-1 count now. Runners on the corners for the Tigers. Again, White, we'll see if he stays aggressive here.
Oh, anytime.
Way to battle back there by Roberson as he evens the count at 2-2. Raider on first. Devere now 90 feet away, representing the tying run for the Tigers. The 2-2 on the way, and White swinging at that one as Raider will end up stealing second. So Hoffman now stepping in, 2 on, 2 out. Pair of ducks on the pond for the Tiger pitcher.
Wake that bat up. Nice and loose.
Hoffman grounded back to Roberson back in the first inning. Again, the young man from Florida putting together an outstanding outing here on the mound. Great opportunity to help himself.
See it, Teddy.
I thought it was the runner.
And that one gonna miss in. You know, again, a tough spot here for the Ospreys. First base is open, but you don't want to go through that difficult heart of the order for the Tigers, you know. Aiden Allen on deck. He was able to reach back in the first on a 1-out walk.
Come on, Teddy.
The 2-0 on the way. Hoffman swinging at that one, and he's going to get that into center field. Devere going to score. And Raider comes in to score, and just like that, the Tigers take a 3-2 lead on the Hoffman 2 RBI single as the Tiger pitcher now at first. And the Tigers not done yet here in the bottom of the second now, putting up a 3 spot here in their frame. Hoffman leads off first as Aiden Allen steps in for his second at bat, and he'll take that first pitch upstairs for a ball. This whole inning started with great hustle there by the Tiger catcher Burke Beals to leg out that infield single. He advanced all the way around on a number of pass balls, and then Allen going to take that one in the back there as Hoffman was off with the pitch. So the momentum still rolling for the Tigers. Aiden Allen, a very tough kid. He'll probably rub some dirt on that, and he'll get back in the field.
All right, Reberg.
Come on, Dean.
So the one they call Tank
Come on, Tank.
amongst his peers, Dean Friedberg stepping in, and he's swinging at the first pitch. That one's going to be fouled up and out of play.
Level it out, Tank.
You're on it, kid. You're on it.
Time it
But
up.
these
time it
Tiger
up.
bats have started to come alive here in the bottom of the second. As Coach Thomas calls time here to talk to his starting second baseman. Oh, and 1 the count here. Roberson trying to get out of the inning here, stranding a pair of Tigers on the base paths.
Swing and level.
Base hit him. Base hit him.
Friedberg squares to bunt.
Good job,
As Roberson steps off there. Great coverage by the Ospreys. Again, 2 down here. Hoffman on second, Allen on first. That went in there for a called strike.
Got 2 on you now. Protect that plate.
0-2 the count to Friedberg.
Quick bat, kid. Quick bat. Base hit him. Base hit him right here. Good eye. Good eye.
And the 0-2 misses. Good spot there by Roberson. Great patience by Friedberg. And Friedberg staying alive there as he fouls that one back to the batting cages here at the baseball complex. Fuller Field on the beautiful campus of Hargrave Military Academy. Friedberg putting him together a strong at bat here. 1-2 the count to the young man from Virginia Beach. As Roberson steps off, getting the Tiger runners back to the bag. Roberson delivers there as Friedberg going to poke it out to short. Good play there by the Osprey shortstop, Wagner. And that is how the second inning will come to a close, but not before the Tigers were able to tack on 3 runs. They head to the top of the third, leading this one 3-2. Top of the third here, 2-3-4 due up for the Ospreys as they look to bounce back after Hargrave tacked on 3 runs in the bottom of the second. Hoffman delivering first pitch, and that one going to be fouled up to the batting cages. So always nice to get a first pitch strike. Hoffman waiting and getting the sign from Beals. And that pitch going to miss, low and away.
Keep finding it, baby.
Sorry. The 1-1 misses low in the dirt there as we've got a cleaned off plate here for Hoffman to deal to the center fielder, Columba, one of 2 Ospreys to score back in the top of the first.
Good stop.
The 2-1 skips in now. So 3-1 the count here, no one out.
Let me know when he gets to 60.
60. Okay. Got it.
Come on, Teddy.
Hoffman settles in now with the sign. A slight breeze coming in from right field, and that'll be a leadoff walk for the Osprey center fielder. Bringing up the right fielder, Heaton. This part of the order did damage for the Ospreys back in the top of the first, as Columba again with a sizable lead, White holding him on at first. Hoffman with the pickoff attempt. Columba able to get back to the bag here. Hoffman checks the runner as the bunt attempt fouled back to the backstop to get things going here. Heaton, one of the 2 runs for the Ospreys. as we head into the top of the third here. And the bunt attempt there is going to bounce foul. Really great placement there for the bunt, just rolled foul. So now an 0-2 count here
Be tougher.
to Smith.
Shut it down, baby.
See what Smith Mountain Lake does here as Columba leads off first. Hoffman checks him, the 0-2 on the way. That's going to be swung on and grounded to the third baseman, Adams. Adams, the throw pulls Freeberg off the bag.
Good hustle, good hustle.
So again, the Tigers very close there to getting the lead runner, but now in a position force at every base as they will take on the cleanup hitter Smith. 2-1, no one out. That one going to be fouled back and out of play.
Roger, 45.
So 3 batters so far this inning for the Ospreys. All 3 first pitch strikes fouling it off. They have been aggressive here.
Keep it small, Roger. Keep it in front of you. Gotcha. Thank you.
Short, retreat.
As we have a pinch runner here. First and second here, 0-1 the count to Smith. And he's going to square the bunt and foul that one back. Hoffman had that one in on the hands, so quickly 0-2 the count now.
Hey, watch his feet, Roger. Coming to you.
For the second straight batter, Hoffman able to work ahead now. See if it pays dividends for the Tigers. Again, the young man with 4 strikeouts through the first 2+ innings. And that one going to be swung on and hit into center field. Raider with a great jump there, and he's able to secure it for the first out. Good contact there.
Good job, Raider.
By the Osprey left fielder, but hit it right to him. So 1 down here as the big hitter, the second baseman Nichols, who drove one into deep left field back in the first inning, plating the pair of Ospreys. He's up in a similar situation here, first and second. He'll take that first pitch upstairs.
We've got 7 more pitches.
Okay.
Let's go here, Park.
Hoffman looking to work out of the jam here. Columba with a large lead off second, and pickoff attempt.
Good job.
Good move there by the young man on the mound.
One ball. Got a force on your bag over there.
Forced to any base here for the Tigers. The 1-0 in there as Nichols going to swing at that one. He hits it to shortstop Allen, who's able to get it to the third baseman Adams to hose the lead runner there.
Good job, Aiden.
Heads up play there by the junior shortstop. And the Tigers have battled back now 2 down as the first baseman Peavy steps in, looking to keep the inning going for Smith Mountain Lake Christian.
4 in the hole.
And he's going to foul that first pitch off out of play down the right field line.
What's strike now? Got 2 down. Let's play.
0-1 the count here. Hoffman battling back. There were 2 on, nobody out. Now 2 on, 2 out as that pitch going to be fouled.
2 on him now. Got 2 on him.
Down to the third base coach. Nice barehanded play there by the Osprey third base coach.
Good play, coach.
And now the Tigers 1 strike away from getting out of this jam unscathed.
Step 2. In, not over.
And that one going to miss
You're right,
outside.
You're right. Steady, you got him.
Peavy, one of 4 strikeout victims
Raider.
for Hoffman.
Devere.
And that one going to be popped up into shallow left. And look at the play there by Aiden Allen. Back-to-back bang-bang plays by the junior shortstop, losing his hat in the process. And the Ospreys strand 2 on the base pass. We head to the bottom of the third. Hargrave 3, Smith Mountain Lake Christian 2. Adams fouls that one back to the backstop to even the count up at 1-1 here. 4-5-6 due up for the Tigers.
Roger, you got it, baby. Hey, don't help him, baby.
Adams fouls that one almost into the Tiger dugout. So on it now, 1-2. Roberson working from the stretch now.
Let's go on 6. Come on, kid.
And good off-speed pitch there. Gets Adams swinging. And they're able to throw it down to complete the strikeout.
Hey, Bert.
And that'll be one down here as Burke Beals, the man who got the rally started back in the second inning, steps in. Beals legged out an infield single, was able to advance all the way around on 3 pass balls and got the scoring started for the Tigers as he's going to take that one in on the hands. 1-0 the count here.
All right, Bert.
You got it, kid.
All right, come on, kid. Base shot.
Good eye, good eye.
And the 1-0 misses up and in again. So
Girl.
2-0 to the Tigers senior catcher.
Toes left side here.
Teddy, don't touch your eyes.
All right,
Don't
Aiden.
touch your eyes.
Let's go, kid.
There you go.
The 2-0 misses. So the ultimate hitters count now for Beals, 3-0. You got to think he'll be taking here to get the wheels in motion for the Tigers again as they look to tack on to this 3-2 lead they have. Again, plating 3 runs back in the bottom of the second.
Hey, this all you. This all you, kid. Come on. Let's go.
The 3-0 in there for a called strike.
Hey, Bert, you got
3-1.
room to
Beal
wiggle,
still in control of this at bat here.
Pick your pitch.
Roberson toes the rubber and gets the sign from Phillips.
Hey, this is all you. Base shot right here, kid. Come on.
Beal swinging at that one, and he lifts it to the shortstop, Wagner, as he's able to secure it for the second out. So crisis averted for the moment for Smith Mountain Lake Christian, as the left fielder Nick Devere steps in for the Tigers.
Come on. Hey,
3-3.
stand off your shoulder, baby.
Come on. Good eye.
And he'll take that first pitch for a ball. Devere walked back in the second inning.
Good eye, kid.
And that pitch is outside.
Gotta be there, let's go. Nothing wild.
Gotta be pretty here. Gotta be pretty.
2-0 the count now to Devere. 2 down here in the bottom of the third.
Gotta be pretty, 3-3. Good eye.
And Devere going to take that one outside. So
You got room to
for
wiggle.
the second straight batter, the Tigers have worked a 3-0 count here. Beautiful spring breeze here in Chatham as we approach 5:30 here on the East Coast.
Good eye.
Devere going to take that one, and he draws his second walk in as many innings. And that'll bring up right fielder Nathaniel
Bring
Duff.
it level, kid. You're strong. Go get it.
2 down
The
here.
wall, baby.
Peavy holding Devere on. Duff back in the second inning struck out as Devere stole second on that last pitch, as that one's going to get away, and Devere's off and running, and he's going to stay up into second.
Hey, Duff. Gotta be there. Wild. He's gotta be there. Let's go. Good on.
1-0 the count here. The Tigers now with a runner in scoring position, looking to have a little 2-out bingo here.
Hey, second street pitch. Back.
Roberson steps off the bag and chases Devere
Have a move, kid.
back to second. 1-0 count here. Duff with a poke into the outfield. See if Devere will be aggressive, as Duff swings at that one to even up the count at 1-1.
Keep going there. Go level. Come on.
Let's go, 4. All you 4. Come on.
And Duff fouls that one back to the backstop. 1-2 the count.
Roll your wrist.
Nichols holding Devere on. Roberson not paying much mind to the Tiger runner on second base. Now 1 strike away from getting out of the inning
You got it, Duff. You got it, Duff.
unscathed for the Ospreys.
All you, kid.
And that one going to skip past the catcher. And Devere holds up at second. Good hustle there by Phillips to corral it and not allow allow Devere to advance. Roberson sets, and the 2-2 on the way. That one's going to skip past the catcher as Devere holding there, and we have worked a full count here with 2 down here in the bottom of the third.
Hey, Duff's gotta be there. Don't swing at nothing high.
Duff getting some encouragement from his bench over there, as he's going to foul that one off into right field. That one tough up around his eyeballs there.
He loves him. Hey, come on. Keep it down there. Get back in it. Let's get it.
Hey, keep feeding Duff.
And the 3-2 is going to bounce in there for a ball 4. strong at bat there by the Tiger right fielder as he's able to draw the 2-out walk after falling behind 1-2 in the count. And time is going to be called here as we've got a pitching change for the Ospreys. As they get loose, we'll take a break with them. The new Smith Mountain Lake Christian Academy pitcher will be their starting right fielder, number 4, Heaton. Heaton again was subbed out as a runner back in the top half of the third. So it looks like his replacement out there in right field is number 3, Stacy.
Hey, Logan, it's gotta be there. Let's go.
As it looks like center fielder Logan Rader set to step in here with 2 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the third. Rader scored the go-ahead run back in the second, and it looks like we have a defensive substitution here as the right fielder Stacy exits and number 1 Nehemiah comes in. So we'll keep you briefed on that one as Nehemiah comes up in the batting order. Again, a lot of tactics being employed here by both head coaches in this game. And the first pitch misses low. And Rader takes that one for a called strike on the corner. Good spot there.
You need it.
1-1 the count here as Heaton trying to get out of the inning here. He gets a sign from Phillips. Checks Devere at second. Good block there by the Osprey catcher as the 1-1 misses away here. Heaton sets, fires. Rader gonna hit that one down the third base line, and it just trickles foul. Really good spot there as he was able to poke it past the third baseman Richards. Two the count now. 2 on, 2 out. Heaton looking to get out of this jam here for the Ospreys. Rader gonna hit that one back up the middle into center field, and it's gonna get down. Thomas sending Devere around. Devere gonna jog in from second, and he is gonna score on the Raider 2-out RBI single. Duff advances to second, and the Tigers tack on a run here. Aiden White stepping in here with 2 down as Heaton steps off the bag, chases the runners back. White, the Tiger first baseman. Swinging at the first pitch, and he's going to pop it up right there to the third baseman, Richards. So 1 pitch, 1 out, but not before the Tiger is able to tack on another run. After the Raider RBI single, we head to the top of the 4th. Hargrave 4, Smith Mountain Lake Christian 2.
I'm 789.
789.
Hey, Freebird, came to you, kid.
Wagner steps in there, and he's swinging at the first pitch and hits it over an outstretched Allen into center field. And Smith Mountain Lake Christian quickly 1 pitch, and they are in business here as they look to cut into the deficit that has formed over the last 2 innings as the Tigers have plated 4. The catcher Phillips stepping in now to face Hoffman. Hoffman pickoff attempt there, chases Wagner back to the bag. And we've got everything set now. Hoffman gets the sign from Beals. He delivers as Phillips squares the bunt, and he's going to lay down a beautiful bunt there as the throw is over the head of White. Good heady play there by Duff, able to back it up. But quickly, Smith Mountain Lake with runners on the corners here as they're chasing their way back to the top of the order. Pinch runner as number 12, Josiah, replaces Phillips. Cheered on by his teammates after laying down an outstanding bunt.
This is gold. That's what he said. Well, after him, it'll be gold is the last one.
And this will bring up number 1. And he will take the first pitch up high. Number 1, Nehemiah. Again, it was a defensive substitution in right. Hoffman gets a sign. Runners on the corners here, nobody out. In there for a called strike as Josiah skirts into second base. So 2 runners in scoring position here, top of the order looming for the Ospreys. Hoffman able to work out of a jam last inning. We'll see what he can do this inning as the 1-1 misses up and in.
Hey, deep breath here, let's go. Hey, see a strike here, strike right here. You guys on.
Nehemiah, one of 2 lefties we've seen so far at the plate today. Devere being the other. The 2-1 misses up. 3-1 the count here. First base is open, but you do have Richards, Columba, and Heaton still due up, and there's nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Tough spot here for the 8th grader. We'll see how he handles it. He comes with a strike to make it a full count. Hoffman gets the pitch he wants after calling off Beals once. And the 3-2 misses in. And the Ospreys have loaded up the bases as they get to the top of the order, and third baseman Richards will step in here. Force at any base here.
Roger.
Hoffman sets and fires. First pitch swung on and missed by the third baseman, Richards. Richards in a big spot here. He's going to swing at that one and ground it foul down the third base line. Just foul there. But Richards, again, aggressive at the plate. Why not? You got the bases loaded, nobody out. Quickly down 0-2, though. Hoffman looking to work his way out of this one. He gets a sign from Beals and delivers. The breaking pitch fools Richards.
There you go, Bert.
And that'll be strike 3 there. Even though Beals dropped it, nowhere for Richards to run. So Hoffman with his 5th strikeout of the afternoon.
You're all right. Keep throwing strikes.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Columba. Again, bases still loaded. Allen directing traffic from shortstop here. Hoffman delivers. First pitch of the at-bat swung on, and it goes right to Allen at short. He's able to throw it ahead to Friedberg to get the force at second as Smith Mountain Lake plates a run, and they keep runners on the corners. 2 down here. Allen able to make something out of nothing there. He was unable to field it cleanly. Still got the force. And the first pitch of the at-bat there misses to the current pitcher, Heaton. Heaton again in a position to really help himself. He's got Josiah 90 feet away from tying this thing up at 4. Hoffman showing great resilience out there on the mound. And he'll miss there. 2-0 the count now. Again, first and third. Surprised that they haven't sent the runner, even though there's 2 down. You know, again, you get the runner to second and poke into the outfield. Could result in a lead if you're Smith Mountain Lake. Heaton swings at the 2-0, and that's going to be a strike there.
Hey, get that secondary. Let's go.
Hoffman misses there. 3-1 the count. Again, there is an open base at second, but you want to avoid getting into another situation where you load up the bases. But 2 down here, 3-1 the count, top 4. Smith Mountain Lake looking to tie this thing up. They've already plated 1 in there for a called strike on the outside corner. Full count, 2 down here in the top of the 4th.
Right here, Teddy.
Hoffman being cheered on by the Hargrave faithful. And that one's going to be fouled back. Good piece of hitting there by Heaton as he's able to stay alive. Great spot on the pitch by Hoffman. Full count, runners still on the corners.
Right down the pipe.
And the breaking pitch just missed. He thought he was going to get Heaton to bite. Heaton thought about it himself. But the 2-out walk loads up the bases for the man that the Ospreys want at the dish right now.
Frank, you went to Raider. Hard balls in the field.
Your way, Raider.
The left fielder, Smith, taking there on the first pitch, and it'll miss out. Beal's again been a brick wall behind the plate. Need to keep that going here as the bases are loaded. Again, the adrenaline has to be pumping through Hoffman's veins right now as he sets and fires. And he will miss that one in again. Back in the first inning, Smith was down 0-2 in the count, and the 0-2 breaking ball ended up hitting him, which extended the inning and resulted in 2 runs for Smith Mountain Lake. So Coach Thomas out talking to his starting pitcher, trying to figure out a way to get out of this jam. Looks like they've got things squared away.
Hey, runners, we got 2 outs. Anything in the air, we're running.
2-0 the count. Hitters count for the Osprey cleanup hitter.
Let's play.
2 down here. Swinging there, Hoffman able to battle back. He just needed a second to take a deep breath. Still a hitter's count for Smith. Again, looking to make things happen here. Smith Mountain Lake trailing by a run. The pitch fisted back to Hoffman. He fields it cleanly, throws it over to first, and the Tigers are able to get out of the inning, only surrendering 1 run. Great work there by the young man Hoffman on the mound to work out of a jam. The Tigers take a 1-run lead into the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back after this. Bottom of the 4th here, top of the order up for the Tigers. Hoffman takes that pitch low and in. Ball 1 here.
All right, Teddy.
That one skips in for another ball here as the Tiger pitcher looking to get things going here. The Tigers have scored in back-to-back innings, looking to make it 3 in a row as Smith Mountain Lake able to cut into that deficit. Hoffman taking there, so 3-0 the count. Young man has great speed on the base paths here. Again, you just got to get runners on. Good things happen when the Tigers have runners on base. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk. And the Tigers have their leadoff hitter on as Aiden Allen, who's flashed the leather in the field today. See what he can do at the dish.
Hey, big stuff, Aiden.
Hoffman takes his lead off first as Heaton checks him for delivering there, and that's a good pitch there by the Osprey pitcher. After 4 straight balls, gets a first pitch strike to the Tiger shortstop. That one going to skip past the catcher, in for a ball as Hoffman going to be able to get in standing. So a runner in scoring position here. 1-1 the count. Again, Hoffman with that great speed we just talked about. We'll see if Allen can get one into the outfield. Maybe play a run here. Heaton comes to the plate, and he's going to miss low there.
Hey, no bad habiting.
2-1 the count to Allen. Friedberg waiting on deck for the Tigers. Again, they are in business early. No one down here in the bottom of the 4th. That one going to miss up. 3-1 now. First base open. But again, Friedberg, a dangerous hitter on deck. You'd like to have as few people on the bases as possible when he steps in. If you're Smith Mountain Lake Christian, if you're the Tigers, you want Friedberg up in a big spot with runners on. Hitters count now to Allen. He squares the bunt, pulls it back, and he'll take a jog down to first base. Back-to-back walks to start the inning here for the Tigers. And the 8th grader Friedberg up in a big spot here.
Come on, big tank.
Again, settling in, gets the sign from his head coach, Frank Thomas.
Base hit him, Friedberg. Base hit him.
Friedberg taking there on the first pitch. Good pitch there by Heaton. Again, Heaton had a first pitch strike to Aiden Allen last at bat before Allen able to draw the walk. Heaton checks Hoffman at second. He delivers, and that one's going to be upstairs. Evening up the count at 1-1.
He's coming back up, babe.
Friedberg looking for his pitch to hit as
You good, Teddy?
the fake pickoff attempt gets Hoffman back to the bag. He's being held on by Nichols, the second baseman. Big hole between first and second here. And that one going to skip up and over the head of Phillips. And the Tiger runners advance to second and third. So 2 ducks on the pond here. 2-1 hitters count to Friedberg. Really great situation here to start the bottom of the 4th for the Tigers.
Base hit scores a pair. What do you say, Friedberg?
Smith Mountain Lake Christian last inning able to load the bases up with no one out. We'll see if the Tigers can do the same. 2-1 count to Friedberg. Again, a big space here between first and second. And Friedberg is going to crush that one into deep right field. And that is going to plate Hoffman. That is going to plate Allen as Friedberg coming all the way around. He's at third now as the ball is coming in, and he will be standing with a Two RBI triple, and the Tigers lead this one 6-3. Friedberg with a great at bat, able to find the pitch he wanted, and he drove it over the Osprey right fielder. And now 90 feet away from scoring as Roger Adams steps in, looking to keep things rolling for the Tigers as they try to break it open here in the bottom of the fourth. Heaton battles right back with a first pitch strike to the Tiger third baseman.
Base hit him now. Base hit him. Hey, let's go on 6. Need there, kid.
Good eye, boy. Good eye, good eye, good eye.
The 0-1 bounces in for a ball.
Pick the right one. Let's go.
Come on, Roger.
Adams looking to get things going for himself. After a couple tough at bats, he's hitting the ball hard, just hitting it right at the Osprey fielders as the 1-1 misses as well. Nice block there by Phillips behind the plate.
Gotta be pretty. Let's go, kid. Gotta be a fit.
No bad habits, Roger.
Hitters count now for Adams. Richards briefly holds Friedberg on. And that one going to miss as well. So 3-1 the count. We near the 6 p.m. hour here on the East Coast. The Tigers have scored in 3 straight innings, already plating 2 runs after the Friedberg triple. Still no out here in the bottom of the fourth. And Adams thought about that one. The 3-1 in there for a called strike. So full count here to the cleanup hitter for Hargrave.
If you don't want it, baby. Don't take it.
Hey, you got it right here. Let's go. Follow you.
Heaton gets the sign as a slight breeze blows in from center field. And Adams able to foul that one off down the right field line to stay alive here.
Keep those hands loose, Roger. Keep those hands loose.
Work your fingers, baby.
Friedberg takes a lead off
There you
third.
go.
Heaton sets and delivers. And the 3-2 misses high and in. So runners on the corners.
All right, Bill.
And this Tiger rally continues. Still no one out as senior captain Burke Beals steps in. Beals having himself a nice afternoon.
All right, Bert.
Looking to keep it going. Adams and Friedberg take their lead off first and third. And Beals on that one. Fouls it right down the third base line.
Time it up, baby. Time it up, Bert.
Gotta hold him off, Pete.
Time it up, kid.
All right, Bert. PB, hold him on.
You're gonna run it with the bat. You're gonna put a helmet on so you're safe.
Beals steps in. Sweet orange bat there for the Tiger catcher. Heaton finds the spot there. 0-2 the count now.
Hey, foul it off. It's
Runners on the corners.
Loosen your fingers. Come on. There you go.
Beals fouls that one up and out of play into the parking lot here at Fuller Field. Stays alive, 0-2.
All right, Bert.
All right, Bert.
2 strikes. Let's play.
Heaton gets a sign from Phillips. And Beals swinging at that one. Looked like a hit and run might have been on as Adams was off running. Great play down there in left field by Smith for the first out of the inning.
Hey, what up, Beals? Good job.
Beals made great contact there.
Hey, you're good.
Put some muscle on that one.
And Adams going to be doubled up as he ran around second on the steal attempt and unable to touch the bag at second. He came right back to first. Tough break for the Tigers as they had everything rolling. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Now they've got a runner on third, 2 down for the left fielder, Devere. Again, already plating 2 runs this inning, looking for more, especially with a runner 90 feet from home.
Turn your wheels on, Dean.
Devere swings at that one as the count evens up at 1-1.
Strike that ball, Devere. Strike that ball, kid.
Watch that ball meet the bat, Devere. You're all right.
Friedberg on third.
Base hitter.
Inches down the line as Devere foul tips that one back into the mid of Phillips.
Okay, see you, baby.
So Heaton,
Find where you want it.
after giving up 2 runs and a runner on third with nobody out, is now 1 strike away from getting out of the inning, only giving up those 2 runs. That would feel like a victory if you're Smith Mountain Lake. And he gets it done as Devere swings and misses that one. We're through 4 here from Fuller Field. Hargrave 6, Smith Mountain Lake Christian Academy 3. Top 5 here, 5, 6, 7 due up for the Ospreys as second baseman Nichols steps in. Nichols had the 2 RBI double back in the top of the first, and he'll take the first pitch low and away to get things going here.
Hey, where is he at?
Yeah.
And the 1-0 misses upstairs. So 2-0 again. Hoffman was able to work out of a bases loaded jam, only giving up 1 run back in the 4th. Again, Hargrave scoring in the last 3 innings as that one in there for a called strike.
Throw some strikes, buddy. Go, Dub. Be on your toes. Concentrate, Aiden. Watch. Let's go.
You ready, Logan?
Hoffman gets the sign. And Nichols fouls that one back to the backstop, evening up the count at 2-2.
Got plenty of folks backing you up. Help 2-2. 2-2. Let's play.
All right, Aiden.
Let's go, Park.
There you go, buddy.
And that one going to be in on the hands and popped up. Hoffman gave great chase to it, unable to come down with it. Looked like he might have slipped there on the grass. So a fortunate break for the Ospreys as they get their leadoff runner on for the 2nd straight inning. I'll bring up first baseman Peavy.
Let's go, Teddy. Let's go, 1.
Let's go here, Peavy. Let's go.
Nichols with the lead, White holding him on at first. And the bunt attempt laid down there by Peavy. Hoffman throws it down to first, and the throw skips under White's glove. And Nichols rounds second and heads to third. So first and third now, runners on the corners, nobody out for the Ospreys. The first pitch of the at-bat misses upstairs to the shortstop, Wagner. Runners on the corners for Smith Mountain Lake Christian. They are back in business after plating a run last inning, looking to cut into this 3-run deficit they're facing here in the top of the 5th. Breaking pitch buckles Wagner at the knees there. Nice pitch there by Hoffman.
All right, let's go here. Let's go. Here we go, Carson. Bat on the ball. Bat on the ball. Ball's outside.
The 1-1 misses away.
Hey, not a bad miss, kid. Not a bad miss.
Hey, you need a backup back there.
Throw strikes, Teddy, you're all right.
Back up that throw. Got my out there.
Teddy.
Hoffman gets the sign and sets.
There you go.
The breaking pitch fouled up and out of play down the first base side, evening up the count at 2-2.
Let's go, Carson. Hit this thing. Let's go, Carson. B-swing, baby. B-swing.
91, Frank.
Yeah, let's go here.
91.
The 2-2 misses away, so full count here. Runners on the corners.
Right here, you got him right here.
Could be back-to-back innings where the Osprey is able to load up the bases with no one out. The breaking pitch skied into left field. Devere able to catch it. Nichols tags up, and he's able to come in and score. So the sac fly plates a run for the Ospreys, and they still have a runner on first here, 1 down in the top of the 5th.
Good job, Dick.
Solid contact there by Wagner. Devere with a great jump as the catcher Phillips steps in now. Peavy still on first for Smith Mountain Lake. Smith Mountain Lake now scoring in back-to-back innings as Hoffman's first offering swung on and missed by Phillips.
Roll a pair infield.
Hey, swing earlier, Eli. You're good. Hey, you're in the cage right here.
1 down here. The Tigers clinging to a 2-run lead, hoping to keep it that way as they're down towards the bottom of the order here as the 0-1 misses, evening up the count.
Counts 1-1. 1-1. Let's play.
The Fuller Field infield almost now completely engulfed by shadows as they creep in from the first base side over the home dugout. And the breaking pitch ends up behind Phillips. Turning this into a hitter's count now.
Throw, Teddy, you're good. Rear back and throw.
2-1 coming from Hoffman. Swung on and missed there by Phillips, evening up the count at 2-2.
Sit right there, bud. Let's go.
1 on, 1 out. Hoffman gets the sign and sets. He delivers there. That one going to be fouled up and out of play to the batting cages here at the Fuller Field Baseball Complex. Good job by
Keep it up.
Phillips to stay alive here. And the 2-2 skips in, making this a full count here to the Osprey catcher. And the breaking pitch misses, so that'll be a 1-out walk. And we've got first and second. And we'll get Peavy with the throw there at second. Great move to pick up the second out. Looked like Peavy got off the bag there, and Allen with the heads-up play to tag him out.
Hey, 16. All right, gentlemen, here we go. 2 outs, guys. Need one more.
And we've got a pinch hitter here for the Ospreys. Check swing. He went around for a first pitch strike. Top 5 here, 1 on, 2 out. Hoffman sets and delivers. That one going to miss upstairs, evening up the count at 1-1.
2 more. 2 more, buddy.
Phillips on first after drawing a 1-out walk. Top of the order on deck for the Ospreys, as that one going to be fouled off and away. So 1 strike away from getting out of the inning, only surrendering the 1 run. Hoffman has been an absolute warrior on the bump today for the Tigers, looking to wrap up this 5th inning here. 1-2 count, 2 down. The pitch on the way, breaking pitch, bounces in. Wisely held up as Phillips takes second. 2-2 the count here, runner on second, 2 down.
Hoffman, sit him down. Here we go.
Bring it, baby.
Hoffman delivers there. In there for a called strike on the inside corner, and the Tiger pitcher jogs off, picking up his 6th strikeout of the afternoon. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Hargrave 6, Smith Mountain Lake Christian Academy 4.
Need the warmest jacket in the world.
And the first pitch of the bottom of the 5th bounces in for ball 1 to the Tiger right fielder, Duff. Heaton going strong in relief.
How much can I
And Duff swings at that one.
120 Duff.
There you go, sir.
1-1 the count.
Keep on it, Duff. You good?
Counts 1-1.
Keep going.
Let's play.
What's our game? Do we have a game Thursday, Friday? Hopefully. But we have a game Saturday. We have a game Saturday. You and Deacon pitch.
Off-speed pitch there by Heaton. In there for a called strike, so 1-2.
Hey, shorten it up, Duff.
We have a game Tuesday. Yeah, I'll pitch Saturday. Pitch. Alright. Unless Dean does too many pitches right now.
Counts 2-2.
1-2 evens up the count to the Tiger right fielder. Logan Rader waiting on deck. Rader had a RBI single in his last at bat.
Good eye, boy. Let's go.
As the 2-2 misses high around the eyeballs. 3-2 the count. Here, no one out in the bottom of the fifth.
Right here. You just don't want those, right? Come on. You don't want it?
And that one trickles by Phillips as Duff makes his way down to first,
All right, little Raider.
earning his second walk of the afternoon. Center fielder Logan Rader stepping in now.
All right, Logan.
They shoot him.
All right, Logan. Pitch against Colorado.
And he's going to take that one on the thigh. So just like that, the Tigers with 2 on, nobody out, and they are back in business as first baseman Aiden White going to step in. He's meeting quickly with Coach Thomas down at third base. And it looks like we've got time called as well, so looks like there'll be a conference at the mound here for Smith Mountain Lake. Again, a lot of situational baseball here. We're getting into the late innings. Hargrave, after falling behind early 2-0 after the first, they really work things out. Got the bats alive. The offense has been rolling. This is where that 5-inch space between your ears makes all the difference in the world. You've got to keep your head in the game at this point. It's more mental than it is physical. Both of these coaching staffs, again, doing a tremendous job working with these young men. As we'll get this at-bat underway here. White bunting, pulls it back as Duff all the way to third. Heads up play there. So runners on the corner now.
You ready? All right, White.
1-0 the count.
Hit you one, kid. Having a day.
The Tigers now 90 feet away from matching that Osprey run. Heaton deals, and White fouls that one back up and out of play.
Counts 1-1.
Have your day, kid.
1-1 the count. Top of the order waiting for the Tigers. Again, nobody out. Runners on the corners. 1-1 count to the Hargrave first baseman. And White taking that one as Heaton finds the outside corner. 1-2 the count now.
Let's go up, Bob. Come on, kid. Back. Let's go.
Rader off with the pitch, and there'll be no throw down by Phillips. 2-2 count now. 2 ducks on the pond.
Good hustle, Logan.
They should score there. They should have made 2-2. They should have.
Come, White. Come, White.
Let's go on, fight.
And White fouls that one off down to third base. 2-2 as he stays alive.
Count 2-2. The foul ball, Edie.
White digs in as Heaton gets the sign from his catcher Phillips. Second and third for the Tigers. That one misses upstairs, so full count here. Hoffman waiting on deck. And that one going to miss out, so White with a great at bat for the Tigers, and the bases are loaded for Hoffman. Again, looking to help himself as we've got another conference at the mound now. Bases loaded, nobody out.
You do for a real good one, kid.
A force at every base for the Ospreys. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change as Heaton heading off the mound, and number 33, Richards, going to be inserted from third base as Heaton heads back to the outfield. It looks like Smith coming in. Moving some people around here. We'll update you on all the changes once they happen, but Richards getting loose now as the third Smith Mountain Lake pitcher this afternoon. Looks like Smith coming in. He will go from left to first. Peavy moving from first to second. Nichols moving from second to third. And Heaton headed back out to the outfield where he started the game. The Tigers back in business. Again this inning, they've plated runs in the second, third, and fourth. Looking for more here in the fifth. Bases juiced. Nobody out. Top of the order due up here. Hoffman, Allen, Friedberg. Again, if you get to Friedberg with runners on base, he makes things happen. He's got a great eye. He launched one into right center in his last at bat, plating Hoffman and Allen back in the bottom of the fourth. So Hoffman again after 5 outstanding innings on the mound, looking to make things happen with the bat here. A fly ball with the potential to score. Duff from third tagging up. Richards sets and delivers the first pitch in there for a strike. Tell you that first pitch strike coming in with the bases loaded has to work wonders for your confidence, and Richards now able to settle in. The 0-1 on the way. Hoffman taking that one as it skips in, evening up the count at 1-1. Hoffman takes that one, and now he's got a hitter's count. Bases loaded again, you know. Be interesting to see how Smith Mountain Lake plays something on the ground here as Hoffman fouls that one off. Richards with a tricky delivery to pick up on. Again, all 3 Osprey pitchers have had different windups, different deliveries. See how long it takes the Tigers to figure Richards out. If they do, Hoffman stepping in now 2-2. And he's going to ground that one back up the middle, and that's going to get past the diving Wagner. Duff scores. Rader rounding third, and he's going to slide in safely, and the Tigers played a pair of runs on the Hoffman single. Runners on first and second, and they are still threatening. Hoffman able to help himself out. Picking up a pair of RBIs there as he's all smiles over on first base. Aiden Allen steps in, and he's going to take one on the back of the leg, and just like that, the bases are loaded for the Tigers' second baseman, Dean. They call him Tank Friedberg. The Tigers leading this one by 4. Again, looking for more. Nobody out here. Bases loaded, bottom 5 Friedberg swinging at the first pitch, out in front of that one.
Hang in there, Friedberg, hang in.
Fouls it off softly down the first base line. The Tigers with a 4-run lead, looking to break this thing open here. A Friedberg hit could do just that, as that pitch misses outside, evening up the count at 1-1.
All right, Hank.
White leading off first, Hoffman off second, Allen off first. As Richard steps off, chases the runners back to the bag. And Friedberg drives that one into deep left center. Heaton giving chase, and it's going to drop down into center left. White scores. Hoffman running around third. He's able to slide in safely, and the Tigers plate 2 more as the runners advance on the throw. Hargrave with a 4 spot.
Love it, Teddy. I know.
So the Tigers still threatening again. 2 runners in scoring position. Roger Adams up. And that one going to miss. As Allen thought about it, wisely holds up there. As the Tigers have seen 4 runners come across the plate here in the bottom of the 5th, breaking this thing open now, leading 10-4. That pitch skips past the catcher. Good bounce off the backstop there. Adams now with a hitter's count. Richard sets and delivers that one low and away. So 3-0, first base is open. Catcher Burke Beals on deck.
Hi, Roger.
And that one going to skip in there. So just like that, the Tigers keep the bases loaded. Beals in a good spot again to keep this thing rolling.
That hurt.
Ducks in the pond, kid.
Richards composes himself as the Tigers putting together an outstanding inning here in the bottom of the 5th. Bases loaded, nobody out. Beals hit one into left field last time as that pitch misses low. Beals had great contact in his last at bat, hit it down the left field line. It was an outstanding play by the Osprey left fielder at the time, Smith. Richards sets and delivers. Beals out in front of that one and is now evened up at 1-1. Richards sets and comes to the plate. Beals drives that one down the third base line, and it scoots foul. So 1-2 now the count to the Hargrave catcher. Again, still threatening are the Tigers. Allen, Friedberg, and Adams all on base. Nobody out here. Bottom 5. Beals pokes that one into center field, and that one's going to drop in. Allen comes around to score. Adams able to advance. Friedberg able to advance. And Friedberg with the heads-up running as they checked on Beals at first. He comes around to score, and the Tigers lead this one 12-4. Still 2 on, and nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Heads-up play there by the 8th grader Friedberg.
Base hit, Devere, base hit.
It's like we said at the beginning of the inning when it was 6-4. It's about that mental space, that 5-inch space between your ears. The Tigers really locked in right now as Devere takes the breaking ball up and in to get his at-bat started. Adams takes his lead off second as a good block there by Phillips behind the plate.
He's learned it.
All right, patient. Devere, what do you say, buddy?
Thank you for a ride, baby.
2-0 count to the Tiger left fielder. Richards gets the sign and he comes to the plate. That one gonna miss low and skip past the block as the Tigers have their runners advance to second and third. 3-0 the count to Devere.
You're good, Ted.
The Tigers again threatening here. And the 3-0 misses, so bases loaded as the Tigers bat around here in the bottom of the fifth, bringing back right fielder Duff, who got things going back at the beginning of the inning. The Tigers have hung a 6 spot on the scoreboard so far, leading this one 12-4.
Level, baby.
Richards sets and comes to the plate. Duff swinging at the first pitch.
Yeah, on it, baby. Level swing. You got it, kid. You got it.
And now 0-1 count to the sophomore right fielder. And the breaking ball misses upstairs, evening up the count at 1-1.
Hey, be big, kid. Be big.
Bases loaded for the Tigers. Still threatening with no one down here in the bottom of the fifth. And Duff takes that one downstairs.
How you talking about Cindy?
3-1 now the count as the Richards pitch misses low and in. Duff now with a hitter's count
We've been friends since birth.
can be selective here.
But when I had my haircut.
And Richards rears back and throws a much needed strike. Full count now, bases juiced.
She works at Minnie in Danville.
Go, Foy.
Adams takes his lead off third, inching his way down the third base line. As that pitch will miss, and Adams comes on home as the Tigers keep the bases loaded here, leading this one 13-4. And that will prompt another pitching change from the Ospreys. As coming in now will be the shortstop Wagner. As Smith Mountain Lake Christian looks to get something going, the Tigers still threatening with the bases loaded. Already plating 7 here in this frame. Logan Rader due up for the Tigers. While Wagner gets loose, we'll take a break and be right back after this.
All right,
We are back to action now as Hargrave's center fielder Logan Rader steps in.
See the ball, hit the ball, let's go.
Rader already come across the plate this inning as the Tigers lead this one by 9. Wagner from the windup. First pitch strike. So fresh off his warm-up, Wagner looking to slow the Tigers down as they've earned 7 runs this inning. And Rader swings at that one and quickly down 0-2.
Hey, you just gotta hit contact. Just make contact, bud. Let's go. Let's go, Logan.
Wagner gets the sign and he's ready to roll. The 0-2 misses up and in there.
Come back, guys.
Go get it, Logan. Relax, kid. Loosen your fingers.
1-2 here. And that one going to skip in there. Good block by the catcher as Beals, aggressive over there on third, had to hold up. And that one misses. As it's now a full count after falling behind 0-2, Raiders battles all the way back. Full count, bases loaded. Still nobody down for the Tigers. Wagner gets the sign. And the payoff pitch is swung on and missed there as it gets by the catcher. Beals able to slide in safely under the tag. And after the strikeout of Rader, the Tigers, with heads-up base running, are able to close this one out. Your final score here from Fuller Field: Hargrave 14, Smith Mountain Lake Christian Academy 4. The Tigers pick up their second win of the week. Outstanding effort all around. Again, in the field, on the base paths, in the batter's box, and you can't say enough about the performance that Teddy Hoffman had on the mound. The 8th grader steps in his first career start, goes 5 strong innings, 7 strikeouts, worked his way out of a number of different jams there. The Tigers will be back in action next week as they get ready for a long road trip here, as they will not be playing at Fuller Field again until May 7th. Either way, great win for the Tigers, and we thank you for tuning in to another broadcast of Hargrave Athletics.